There's lots of concern over artificial intelligence in education, and that concern is warranted. Are students learning? Are they doing what they're supposed to be doing? Or are they just typing in prompts into their computer? But I think there's an article that accidentally makes an even better case for the collapse of education in the New York Times. The AI in school education, again, of course, it is an issue and we need to handle it. But let me read you this paragraph from the New York Times, or this tidbit from the New York Times talking about AI and whether or not students are using it, but also the students who aren't using it having to defend the fact that they didn't use it. Let me read you this article, and you can see if AI is the real problem here. A few weeks into her sophomore year of college, Leah Burrell got a notification that made her stomach drop. She had received a 0 on an assignment worth 15% of her final grade in a required writing course. In a brief note, the professor explained that he believed she had outsourced the composition of her paper, a mock cover letter, to an AI chatbot. Now, if you're not using AI, that, yeah, would be a major concern. And I understand and feel somewhat sympathetic to the student who says, yeah, this sucked. I didn't actually use AI. The bigger problem that I see here that is indicative of school and education collapsing is the context in which this is couched. She's a sophomore in a college, and 15% of her grade is writing a cover letter? On what planet does that make sense? I mean, I don't know about you. I'm not that far removed from college. Actually, geez, I'm way more than I thought. My wife and I were talking about this the other day. We're like 10 years removed from college, almost close to 15. Anyways, in high school, I learned how to write cover letters. I think junior year in high school, you learned how to do resumes and cover letters. If not sooner than that, I think you did resumes in like junior high. In what world? In what school? Actually, I can tell you what school it is. It's like the University of Houston downtown, or Texas Houston downtown, one of those. But in what world is 15% of your grade something that you should have been able to do as a junior in high school, if not even a junior higher? I think that's the biggest concern. The collapse of education, yes, AI is going to participate in a big segment of that. But at the end of the day, what school, what professor, what degree hinges on 15% of your grade being a cover letter, something that you could just write? Cover letters aren't hard. Why is this? Why is that such a big component of a final grade in a college sophomores class? I don't know, but maybe that's the whole thing. We are slowly collapsing by some of the means that aren't easily identifiable. I think this piece in the New York Times accidentally said the true thing, which is that the education system is collapsing around us without actually saying what the real problem was, which is, again, writing a cover letter being 15% of your freaking grade. Give me a break.